Alright, Monday, March the 13th, 2023, the Tech and Talk of the Day. A little cool here this morning. I'm standing in the backwoods of Tennessee. Think about that when you watch this video, what you're fixing to hear. I've been on the phone this morning with YouTube poster Calabash Digger. Let y'all in on a little secret. He's assembling his dipsticks. He's going to the Salt Beach with a Simplex and the newly released Minelab Xterra Pro to try to give y'all some better information. Yeah, he does videos. I'm going to single out a person here in this video for a reason, okay? Detector Prospector Forum, supposed moderator Chase Goldman. You know, he's quite the character. Oh, these videos, which is best, and just videos in general. You know, he'd rather write diatribes, I guess. Well, that's his choice. That's his choice. Oh, he don't believe you can gain really anything from videos, and he gets his information from trusted sources, you know, and which detector is the best and all this stuff. The only problem is, go look what this guy runs from detectors. Yeah, he's talking about this in February of this year, by the way. Yeah, how would you know an Equinox 900? How would you even know how good it is when that machine was released? Who in February had mastered an Equinox 900, an actual purchaser? Yeah. So what about these videos? What about these videos? Well, before I get into this video part, let me remind people of something. Take a look at the user's manuals. Take a look at the user's manual of an XP JS2, for example, or a Manicoer. We'll just use them two right here in this little section of this video. When you go read those user's manuals, does it say anywhere in there, oh, these detectors I hit a U.S. nickel and wet salt sand at 15 inches plus? Does it say that in the manual anywhere? No. And where am I going with this right here? User's manuals don't tell you very much about the performance of a metal detector. And just because a metal detector's multi-frequency doesn't tell you everything either. And we're going to see something in a video this morning from Calabash, you know, that's going to sort of shed light on this too, you know. Depending on how well this Xterra Pro does in this wet salt sand. It's not multi-frequency. So no, we can't look at user's manuals. Oh, I've seen this posted on some forums by a certain person. Oh, I can tell how good it is by looking at the specs. Well, I find that awfully hard to believe, okay? Because I've looked at the user's manuals on a lot of detectors. Now, let's fast forward on into these videos again. You all ever hear this expression, a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, what does that mean? Now think about that. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Okay. Well, I've got this paper here. I had to write some stuff down on it. I don't usually use an outline or anything, but I wanted to make sure I get this right. Now, this pertains to Calabash Digger's YouTube channel, just to give you some insight on what's going on in the real world. Not the Chase Goldman world, the real world, okay? In the last 28 days, his channel has received 87,000 views. 60% of the people that looked at his channel were non-subscribers. Imagine that. Now, he does have 9.72K subscribers, okay? Over 9,000 subscribers, just shy of 10,000. Now, here's the real biggie right here. 8,000 hours of watch time. 8,000 hours of watch time. And I'm going to come back to this 8,000 hours of watch time. His top rated video was, guess what? Which is best, the Manicoer or the Equinox 900 with 14,500 views? Okay, now let's go back to this 8,000 hours of watch time. So there's people in the world basically watched his videos in the last 28 days for 8,000 hours. Now let's imagine a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? That's the old saying. I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but you'll get where I'm coming from in this video. So let's say you're a very vivid, real grand writer. And you went back and you looked at Calabash Digger's videos in the last 28 days, and you had to describe, just very descriptive in everything he showed in them videos. Well, when you got done, what would you have? Sears and Roebuck catalog, baby? You see my point? So if a person could as descriptively describe and show everything Calabash showed in his videos in the last 28 days, and it could be put in text form, no audio-visual support whatsoever, all written, what would you have, and how long would it have took these people, the same people, these same 87,000 views, 60% non-subscribers that watched 8,000 hours, they watched this, 8,000 hours of watch time. How many hours of read time would they have to do to get the same information if you could write this in as descriptive a form? How many? How many hours? Took 8,000 hours to watch it in video form. Well, how many hours would it have took to read an equivalent text document that's equally descriptive? I can't even put a number on that. Would 40,000 hours be a guess? Maybe. Now, let's look at another thing here that's getting left out here, and I think I found a weakness. I found a flaw, so to speak. You know, old Sharpshooter does a lot of thinking. And when me and Calabash are exchanging comments, there's something always comes up in our discussions. There's always something that sort of, we think about something. Well, Calabash does his videos. Guess what he can do? Calabash speaks English. He does his videos in English. But when Calabash does his videos, he gets to do what? Oh, I can send them out in various languages. And he does that. Well, Mr. Chase Goldman is over there on the Detective Prospector forum, you know, writing diatribes. Okay, he can do that, but he's writing in English, ain't he? So a person that doesn't speak English and they're in a foreign land, they can access that forum. Now, this applies to other forums, by the way. But I'm using this as an example. So what I'm saying is a person in a foreign land, remember, Calabash's titles to his videos is even converted too. So a person in a foreign land can see the title in their language. Oh, I want to watch that video. I'm interested. Well, Chase Goldman's diatribes that he likes to write, a person in a foreign land, the title is not in their language. The thread title's not in their language. The text of the thread's not in their language. So what I'm saying is yes, a person could do a Google Translator on it, but the problem is they don't know what to translate. They have to go around and they have to guess. They have to guess like, well, okay, I'll translate this. What's this guy or what's this gal trying to tell me? So that's a weakness on these, well, for the American metal detecting forums. That's a weakness. So people in the foreign lands that don't know English, they have to do Google Translate. They have to selectively. The forum doesn't do it for you. You see what I'm saying? A person in Turkey access a forum over here in English, it doesn't automatically, as far as I know, it doesn't automatically translate it. You have to go in and selectively select what you want translated. So there you go. That's my spiel. You know, these videos, there must be a lot of people out there interested. There's a lot of views. Now, here's some more little facts and specifics here. The last 90 days, he had 40,700 hours watched. 375,000 views approximately. Okay? You see what I'm saying? From a time management perspective, this is allowing people to actually get information faster. They're getting more information in a shorter span of time. A video gives more information faster versus text. Now, you know, we've seen these treasure magazines, you know, I guess they're gone in the United States. I can't speak for every other country, but last I heard, the last one, they just shut her down, boys and girls. They shut them down. Now, think about this Xterra Pro. It's the latest release. I'm using this as an example. You've seen there's already, Calabash done videos on that. Well, would you have ever even, by me standing here in the backwoods of Tennessee, would you have even already seen that detector even mentioned in a treasure magazine? Much less video showed of it on a salt beach, depth test, the sound of the audio. You probably wouldn't have even seen it, would you? So you see what I'm saying? The power of this social media and YouTube. It's more real time. And you get to get a lot more information quicker versus reading, you know, Sears and Roebuck catalogs. If somebody tried to write all of what's being showed in these videos, that's what it would be. Okay? Well, anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the video and have a nice day.